Hey guys, this is MedzOnTIB and this is the fourth video to the Tip for Dummies series. Today I'm going to go over what these things called black dollars are and what you can use them for. Black dollars are another currency which you can use alongside credits, which can be used to buy perks and stuff like that. Now, there are three main ways which you can get black dollars. The first way is by buying it with real money. And you can do that by going to whalesonggames.com, and then there's like a list of buttons which you can press to buy, depending on how many black dollars you can buy. The two payment methods currently for buying them on the website are Google Wallet, I think, something like that, and PayPal. The second way is by trading them with other players, and the third way is by getting lucky and finding them as a drop when you kill an NPC, but you only get one at a time like that, and they're quite rare. Anyways, before I go over what the perks are in the black dollar menu, I'm just going to quickly go over what these things are: Earth Jump and Corp HQ Jump. Each of these costs $2 black, and basically what Earth Jump does is that it lets you teleport to Earth no matter where you are. So you can be in grey, you can be black, you can be in Rift, doesn't matter where you are, it'll teleport you there. The only catch with this is that you have to wait a certain warm-up time before you can before it actually teleports you to Earth. Unless you're in, well, yeah, if you're in Black Hole Rift. If you're in grey or on a if you're in grey or you're on a corporation garrison, friendly corporation garrison, or alliance planet, then it'll only take 3 seconds. Otherwise, it will depend on your movement speed. So if you're really quick and you get to places quickly normally, then you only have to wait, like, I don't know what the time is actually. You have to wait a shorter time compared to someone who's really slow and sluggish. Corp HQ Jump is basically the same thing. The only difference is that the only difference is that it teleports you to your corporation's garrison instead of Earth. Now let's go over to this big log list right here. Okay, so the first thing you can see is called Jump the Rift. Now, for those who do know it, then I don't have to explain it. For those who don't, then all you need to know is don't touch this button at all. It is like a normal jump, but it teleports you to like another layer of space, which there are much harder NPCs. So if you're new, do not touch this at all. But anyway, it costs $2 black. The next thing on the list is hyperdrive, and as you can see, I have this number in brackets which says 493. What that number means is how many hyperdrives I have, or how many times I can use it. Same thing really. And there is actually a switch to these which you can press. So off, on. It tells you whether it's currently on or off. And you can see here there's like you can see it tells you right here hyperdrive on, hyperdrive off. Well, you can sort of see, but oh well. What hyperdrive does is that it halves your movement speed for normal jumps. So if I went to one sector and I had to wait 9 seconds to get to another one, which I am now with the ship, and I turn this on, then I'd only have to wait 4.5 seconds instead of the usual 9. Now, when you buy this, it costs $8 black, and you'll get 300 uses. That's what this plus 300 jumps means. The next two things are Supercharge and Tactics. These two things are quite similar, so if you know what one of them are, then you'll know what the other is as well. What Supercharge does is that it increases your critical chance, but if this is on and you do critical, then this number will go down by 1. So every time you buy this, it costs it'll take $5 black away from your balance or whatever, and it'll give you like 5 chances to use it. Now, for Tactics, it is nearly the same thing. The only difference is that it increases evasion chance, and this number will go down by 1 every time you evade an attack or someone misses you. And this also costs $5 black dollars. The next thing here is Mind Surge. Mind Surge is something which can be quite useful. What this does is that it doubles XP earned from kills. I'm just reading it off here, really. And every time you buy this, it will take $5 black dollars once again, but it will only work 20 times. Now, the useful thing about this is that there is actually a chat command, there is actually a chat command you can... Oh yeah, there was there. What am I doing? There is actually a chat command you can use, so that there's like a minimum threshold or limit to what XP is doubled. And that command is msmin. So if I put msmin 100, then that means every time I would normally get 100 or more XP from a kill, then it will double that. So if I got 100 XP, it will double it to 200. But if I got 99 XP, it won't double it. It will just stick at 99 and it won't use Mind Surge. The next thing here is Accelerate, which I actually don't quite find useful, but I have to explain it anyways. What this does is half the time you have to wait between harvesting asteroids. So normally, if you don't have a harvester, you have to wait 90 seconds before you can harvest another asteroid, but this will halve that time instead. I'm not exactly sure why there isn't like an on or off switch like the others did, but oh well. This also costs $5 black dollars, and it will work for 20 harvests. Now, next thing here is says sell $1 black dollar for 1,000 credits, cost $1 black dollar. Don't do it. Your reason being is that players value black dollars much more than this. Currently on Red server they're valued at about 3,500 instead of 1,000. So you could press this as like a shortcut, but it's a waste of money. The next thing here is bank size. What it says in the description is increase your item bank capacity by 2 items. So, as you saw in one of the other videos, I think, you could press on open bank, and then your personal item bank would come up. There is a limit to how many stuff you can hold in that bank, and how many stuff you can hold in your inventory, until it won't accept any stuff. By the way, if your inventory is full and you kill an NPC and you would normally get a drop that would go in your inventory, it will drop it on that sector instead, and it will let anyone take it. So you should keep it quite empty, or basically not full. And what bank size and inventory size do is just that. It increases the size of those things by 2 each, and they each cost $3 black dollars likewise. Now, next thing here, clear death lockouts. Clear all death lockouts on your ships in planet storage. Now, if I can remember, this only works for weird ships, because if you die with a weird ship, such as a weird Invader, Assassin, or Reaper, then you have to wait a certain time before you can use it again. I think that's how it works, but I'm not exactly sure. This costs $25 black dollars, which is actually quite costly compared to how long you have to wait. I'm not exactly sure how long you have to wait, but it's definitely not longer than a few hours. The next two things here are fighter and repair drone. Each of them costs $10 black dollars. What fighter does? Well, it says here, deploy a fighter that attack hostile units. It's kind of like a mini ship that will attack NPCs. It doesn't do much damage and will normally have 1,500 hull. And after that, you see here is repair drone. This repairs you 25 hull every 20 seconds. So you do have to wait quite a long time if you want your hull to repair quite quickly. Yeah, like I said, each of these costs $10 black dollars, And there is a command actually which you can use to get back the, well, you can actually like get it refunded sort of with the use of a command called :recall. So what happened? There we go. So if you press :, which this thing is not letting me, I don't know why it does this while recording, :recall, then it will refund the black dollars you spent to get those things, -1. So if you had just fighter or just repair drone, then you'll get $9 black instead of the normal 10 that you bought. No, the normal 10 that it costs to buy them. But if you had fighter and repair drone on at the same time, then you'll get $19 black rather than 18. So it still costs you in a way, but oh well. Next thing here is mines. Mines basically attack any ship that is hostile, but it doesn't attack NPCs, so that is quite useful. They are mostly used for defending garrisons, to attack like enemy ships that are attacking the garrison. These cost $100 black as you actually get 100 mines, and the recall button works as well, but I can't exactly remember how many black dollars you get. I think you get $1 black back for every mine -5, but I'm not exactly sure. And then the next three things are ships: Weird Invader, Weird Assassin, and Weird Reaper. As you can see, they cost 500, 1,000, and 2,000 black dollars. Depending on how much players value black dollars, it may or may not be worth getting any of these, but I'll just say what they are anyway. Weird Invader, flagship class alien ship with a splash damage bonus. So, where it says flagship class, this basically means that it's exactly the same as a flagship, but it adds splash damage. I don't find this useful, so, well, I've never actually used any of the weird ships, but I wouldn't find this useful, so I would personally never buy this. Weird Assassin is quite popular-ish. I've seen a few people with Weird Assassins and Weird Reapers. So this is a flare class alien ship with a built-in stealth drive. So this is exactly the same as a flare with 12 equip points. And where it says built-in stealth drive, that means it doesn't use your special slot. So you can have this stealth drive and and have another engine on top of that. The stealth drive built-in, by the way, is uncommon. So if it is possible for someone else to like know where you, or not know where you are, but if they have scout, they can see which direction you are going if you are on the same sector as them. But I'll explain what specials are in another video. Now, the next thing is the Weird Reaper, Executioner class alien ship with a built-in tractor beam. It isn't really a built-in tractor beam, but I'll just, by the way, it does show you the bonuses right here if you look at the ship factory, even though you can't buy them from there. But that is how you use them, how you get to use them. So if it lets me drag, come on, there we go. So Weird Invader increases, well, +5 splash chance, which I personally wouldn't find useful. Weird Assassin, used to say uncommon stealth engine. I don't know, they probably changed it or something. And Weird Reaper, +8 stun chance, +1 stun duration. So that is basically what it does. The next thing on the list is, well, the next few things on the list are the same, well, how do I explain? The same things as they were above earlier, but for your alliance alliance instead. So where it says Alliance Hyperdrive, Alliance Supercharge, Alliance Tactics, they are basically exactly the same thing, but they cost many more black dollars because everyone in your alliance gets them. So that's the end of my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel MedzOnTIB and hit that like button and comment under this video if you have any questions about the game or if you want me to clear up something, and I'll see you next time. Happy tibbing.